right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to be here. So for this month, we've been focusing on the breath, and now the practice of yoga, coming back to the breath, coming back to yoga, being yoked. And, the breath is the master. So today I wanted to focus on breath watching. From Dan Brulé's book, Just Breathe, we're going to work on breath watching. We always start our sessions off with that. But I want to challenge everyone to focus on breath watching this week. So as I'm talking, let's just take a moment, come to stillness, close your eyes if that feels good. And just notice your body. Just take an inventory. Start at the crown of your head and move down through your eyes, ears, throat, jaw, tongue, soft, collarbones, scapula, arms, fingers, hands, rib cage, your guts, your pelvis, tailbone, your legs, thighs, knees, shins, feet, heel, toes, all the way down, connected to the earth. And then just pay attention to your breath. Don't breathe in any particular way. Just notice your breath. If your mind wanders off, bring it back to the breath and reward yourself by taking a delicious, full breath. Really enjoy this time, this special time that you get with the breath. The breath tells you a lot. Where do you feel the breath? Is it in the nose? Is it in your back? Dan Brulé says the main thing about the practice of breath awareness is that you are not doing the breathing. You are not breathing in any particular way. You're allowing the breath to come and go by itself, while you are simply an impartial observer, a detached witness. This is mindfulness practice, also called breath watching. Now notice, are your breaths, are they short? Are they long? Which is stronger? Is it the inhale or the exhale? Can you relax more into the breath? Can you relax your brain more? Now, whichever breath is stronger, take the other one and make it double as big. So let's say if your inhale is big, make your exhale twice as long. If the exhale's longer, then make the inhale twice as long. And now see, so now we're getting more into the yoga. If you can make your inhale and your exhale even, Krishnamacharya said, inhale and God approaches. Hold the inhale, God remains. Exhale and you approach God. Leave the exhale out and you surrender to God. Inhale, God approaches. And then hold it, God remains. Exhale, surrender to God. Breathe like that. And let's add an arm movement to it. So exhale fully and then inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Remember, the breath starts the movement, right? So move like that. Inhale first and then the arms come up. And then exhale and then the arms come down. Breath envelops the movement. Inhale up. Grab a hold of your right wrist when you're up there. And then let your shoulders relax a little bit before you go anywhere. And then you exhale, come over to the left side. Just a little bit. Now that hand that's holding the wrist, let that hand just kind of droop a little bit. Breathing here and then stretch your hands a little bit toward that left back corner. So this kind of opening up your chest too. And you can move your head side to side, down to the armpit, up to the shoulder. Should be no tension, no pain here. Big breath, and then exhale, come straight up, and then come over to the other side. Grab a hold of the other wrist, lean over to the right, and just let that go. Stretch over to that right corner. Breathe into that. And exhale, come back up. Big breath. And then draw your hands, palms together, down to heart center. And take a breath here. And just notice your breath now. All right, very good. So inhale, arms up above. Receiving that breath. Hello, breath. Exhale, down, hands down. Let's come to hands and knees. Tabletop. Hands over the wrists and knees over the hips. And inhale, heart forward. And exhale, round the back. Inhale forward. So that your heart's coming through your arms. And exhale, round. Move like that. Press your hands into your mat a little bit, making yourself taller. Breath envelops the movement. And now, just come to neutral and press with your hands and feel your shoulder blades wide and come apart. You can protract here, so we're not dumping into the shoulders, but wide. And you can look at right straight down on your mat. Now take your right foot back. You take your right foot back. You put your toes on the mat and just stretch that calf muscle. So you can move a little bit back and forth as you're breathing here. Notice your breath here. Where is it? Where do you notice the breath in your body? Release that leg and come to the other side. Pretend like this, an imaginary wall that you're pressing your foot into. Breath envelops the movement. And release that. Tuck your toes, and then send your hips high for downward facing dog. And you can walk out your dog here. Just bend one knee, straighten the other one, and then go to the other side. So just gentle movement here. You're really awakening your whole body. So when you receive the breath, receive that joy, that light. Now come to stillness. You can put your heels high, bend your knees, look forward to your hands, and then walk your feet forward to your hands here. Coming to forward fold. There we go. Bend your knees, and maybe your chest can rest on your thighs. Maybe, maybe not. Shake your head. No, say no to your head, no head. Breathe deep into your back here. You notice as your knees are bent, you may feel that breath more in your back, but you think about where you feel the breath. Maybe you feel it somewhere totally different, and that is right. Inhale, halfway lift. So like the spine is long. Stretch from tailbone to crown of head. Exhale, forward fold. Yeah. Inhale, come all the way up. Receiving that breath. And exhale, hands to heart center. And then pausing here and just taking a moment now and notice your breath. So we're just reinforcing that idea of breath watching. I love to watch my breath when my hands are focused on my heart. Just makes the breath so yummy. Now, notice your feet here. Heel, pinky toe, big toe. Knee can be a little bent. Let the tailbone kind of drop down. Shoulders are soft. The front of your body is soft. Just gonna drop down to the earth. Feel that? You can even maybe drop down. Let's release the hands down to the side and just let your body drop down. Let your chest relax. Now what happens then if you feel, after you feel that, if you feel your energy from your feet pressing up to make you tall, but without grabbing anywhere, so you're tall. Back of the neck is long. Oh, yes. As inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's bring that left leg back. Toes are on the earth. So inhale, bring the heart forward in between the hands. Feel your inner thigh on the front leg pressing into the earth. And then exhale, bring your right leg back to the left, downward facing dog. Breathing into your pelvis here, your tailbone, everything. Exhale, let it all go. Surrender to God. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, bring your knees down. Inhale here. And then exhale, bring your body down. Arms into your body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale here. Release your glutes. So don't grab with those. Instead, you let your inner thighs engage. And exhale, come back to tabletop and downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Do the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart and pause and notice your breath here. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, surrender to God. Hands on the mat, bring your right leg back now. Feel the toes on the earth like you're pressing against an imaginary wall in the back. Breathe into this. Feel your left thigh, inner thigh pressing on the mat. And then exhale, bring your left leg back to the right, downward facing dog. Press with your hands. Shoulders are soft, hips are high. Sigh it out. Inhale and exhale, come forward to plank. Press that mat. It's like you're standing and you're pressing against the wall. Feel that alignment there. So beautiful. Press your knees. Put your knees on the mat. And then lower yourself down. All the way down. Release the glutes. And then come up to cobra. And then just press your inner thighs up. And come back up to toes. Up to tabletop and downward facing dog. Breathing into that, letting go. Put your knees on the mat and come to seated, because we're doing a short yoga session today. All right, so bring your legs out in front of you. Knees are bent. Come forward to your mat so that your feet are kind of at the front of the mat. There we go. Inhale, arms reaching forward. It's like you're reaching to somebody. Friend, breathe in here. It's like they're going to pull your arms a little forward. And then exhale, draw them back. You're pulling them back. Let the shoulders relax. Inhale, forward. And then exhale, come further back. A little further. You're holding on to them. And then inhale, even further forward. They're pulling you even further forward. Breathe way down to your back. Stay here. Inhale, stretch up a little. Let go of their hand. Look up to the heavens. Exhale, release, forward fold. Just drape over your body. And feel your spine, just letting go here. And go. And then inhale, come back up. Just sit up. And then lower yourself down onto your back. All the way down. Grab a hold of your knees. And give them a little squeeze here. Ah, yeah. Rock a little side to side. Notice your breath here. You notice your connection to the mat. All right, let's place the feet on the mat. Hip distance apart, knees are bent. Let's do a bridge. So inhale, raise the hips and raise the arms. Exhale, lower the arms, lower the hips. Inhale, raise up. It's like you're drawing through water. Exhale, lower down. I'll let the hips land here. Just stay there. Feel your hands on the earth. Take your feet a little wider, like maybe a mat distance, and then windshield wiper your feet. You can put your arms out into a T or a goal post. And just windshield wiper your legs. You don't have to go very far. You may want to stop on one side, breathe. And then the other side. And straight up, grab a hold of the knees again. And then happy baby, grab a hold of the outside of your feet. Just be like a baby. A happy baby. Jaws released. Twinkle in the eye. Wow, what a wonderful world. I see trees of green, the clouds of white. The dark as the day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah. Okay, knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Then place your feet on the mat, and then you can either do constructive rest where you put your knees together, or stretch your legs long. Whatever feels good. If you need, you could put a little towel or blanket or cushion under your knees. And adjust your shoulders so that your shoulder blades come in to support your body. If it feels good, you can open up your palms to receive. Put anything under your head if you need a little support there. Whatever feels good. Take a deep breath and just let go. And scan your body here. Toes, feet, heels. Just notice everything now. Shins, thighs, pelvis, tailbone, spine, rib cage. Go from the back to the front. All the way up the collarbone, the sternum, collarbones, back of the scapula, out the hands, elbows, wrist, fingertips. Follow the spine all the way up to the tip. Notice your skull, your tongue, your mouth, your left eye, your right eye, your left brain, your right brain, your crown, and then your whole body. your heart beating in your whole body. Just be the observer here. Notice. Notice your breath. And then let your breath grow. Exhale all the way out. And then leave it out for a moment. Just totally surrender. Surrender. And then inhale. Let the breath come in. Inhale, God approaches. Big inhale, even more. And exhale. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your shoulders and wiggle your nose. Stretch your body long. Oh, yeah. Feels so good. You can jiggle your whole body if that feels good. Bringing it back together. Yeah. Stretching along, bringing it in, hugging in. Give yourself a squeeze. Rocking side to side. Rolling over to side. And then press your hand up to seated. Back to seated position. And just take a moment here and watch now where you are. Tall spine. Toes, legs, spine, shoulders, jaw. Watch your breath. Throughout the day, you can watch other people, how they breathe when they're doing different activities. And as you do that, how they speak, and if they strain, if they're complaining, if they're celebrating. When you do that, you will also pay attention to how you breathe. So do that throughout this week. And I want to know next week about your experience. Very good. Exhale fully. And then inhale, bring your arms up above. Palms together, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath into your heart. Exhale, side out. And then receive that new inhale. Thank you for practicing yoga with me. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Tiptoe.